to be revoked? Let's talk about it because a lot of y'all think that y'all know what y'all talking about.
Before I head to the gym, I had to do a response to this young woman's video. Uh, Here's my response. Donald Trump issued this executive order right here, ending quote unquote illegal discrimination and restoring merit based opportunity. And these Republicans use this kind of language to make you actually think that what they're trying to do is end discrimination. They want to make you think that they're being neutral and all that kind of stuff, and they want people to be judged on merit and not color. When the fact of the matter is, the real life impact of these types of decisions is to actually slam the door of opportunity in the faces of black people. And all you have to do is look at Donald Trump's appointments to his cabinet. He's appointing not hardly any black people, first of all. And then many of these appointments are not even qualified for the position that they're being appointed to. For instance, Hegseth, he's not qualified to be the Secretary of Defense. This is a drunkard. This is a man that has abused women. This is a man that has failed to properly run the very small agencies that he has been in charge of. But yet and still, Donald Trump went forward to nominate this man. They don't believe in merit-based uh, opportunity. Because if they did, there's no way in hell Donald Trump would hire somebody such as this. And there are other examples, like that other person that he initially hired to be the attorney general. He tried to hire to be the attorney general, but people saw through it, and that nomination failed. But let's go through this particular executive order. So in this executive order, Donald Trump ends what he calls discriminatory illegal preferences and various policies, programs, and activities. He ends DEI. And to be perfectly clear, DEI is not what this woman is trying to characterize it as. She's completely distorting and you know completely exaggerating when she talks about what DEI is about. DEI is not about just putting somebody in position because of their color. That's not what it's about. It's about creating opportunities for people that were locked out of certain job opportunities. Before there were DEI initiatives, black people were not given opportunities to be hired. Black people were not given opportunities in higher education. Black people literally had to sue and march and all this other stuff in order to get these opportunities. So DEI was not some handout. It was a way to enable black people to have opportunities that they did not have. That's why we now have, black people in all areas of industry. We have black executives and all that kind of stuff because of opportunities created by these DEI programs. These are not programs designed to just let anybody in position because of the color of their skin. And it's just so sad to see a young black woman put forth these arguments that have been given to them by these racist white conservatives. So let's go further on in this executive order. So this executive order revokes Executive Order 11246 of September 24th, 1965. It revokes it. So let's look at what is being revoked. So this is what the executive order said. It said, and this is Executive Order 11246, the one that Donald Trump revoked. It says that this executive order prohibits federal contractors and federally assisted construction contractors and subcontractors who do business with the federal government from discriminating in employment decisions on the basis of race, color, religion, sex, or national origin. It also requires contractors rather, to take affirmative action to ensure that applicants are employed and that employees are treated during employment without regard to their race, color, religion, or national origin. That's what Donald Trump has revoked. And this order also talked about how it wants to make sure that federal contractors remain free from discrimination on the basis of race, color, religion, sexual orientation, etc. This is what Donald Trump is revoking. He is literally revoking an executive order that prohibited discrimination. So let's be clear. And there's another point that I want to make from this particular executive order. This executive order mentioned a speech that Lyndon B. Johnson gave at Howard University. And here's what Lyndon B. Johnson said in that speech. He said, "It is not enough to just open the gates of opportunity. All citizens must have the ability to walk through those gates. This is the next and the more profound stage of the battle for civil rights. We must not just we must seek not just freedom, but opportunity. Opportunity. We must not just we must seek not just legal equity, but human ability. Not just equality as a right and a theory, but equality as a fact and equality as a result." That's what Lyndon B. Johnson was talking about in this commencement speech. And that was part of the goal of this particular executive order that Donald Trump revoked. Black people have been held back for generations, denied civil rights for generations. And under those circumstances, it is very difficult for Black people to obtain equality and equal opportunity under those circumstances. It's not enough to just say, well, you can't discriminate anymore. That doesn't bring about the equity and the equality and the social justice that we need to see. It takes affirmative action to bring about the change that we need to see. And that's why we have many advances that we take for granted today because of this kind of executive order, because of the civil rights laws that were passed as a result of our hard work and labor. So just to summarize, Donald Trump revoked an executive order that was designed to address discrimination. But yet here you are, a young Black woman on this app defending a decision to get rid of discrimination. Here you are on an app parroting the talking points of racist white supremacists. When they quote unquote eliminate DEI and have things based on what they define as merit, all that does is limit the opportunities for Black people. We see declining numbers with the end of affirmative action in various colleges and universities around the country. And it's a shame that you're allowing yourself to be a tool of these races. And the sad thing is, it's not a coincidence that many of the people that are cheering you on in the comments are white conservatives and ignorant Black people.